Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 24th to 30th. We are here, Aries, Sun, and Rising. We have officially entered Scorpio season. All right. So, on Sunday, that would be October 23rd, Sun enters Scorpio, Venus enters Scorpio. But the big thing is the reason why this week may feel really intense for you, Aries, is because we also have that new moon partial solar eclipse in Scorpio. That is really, really intense. And so if you think about Scorpio, it's that intensity, it's that passion, it's that power. There's a lot of power around that. It is a good time to make changes. And with eclipses, they are game changers. So sometimes the changes, if you're just kind of like on autopilot, those changes will just happen for you. All right. Sometimes, we may not be on the right path. These eclipses really just kind of align that. All right. And, Jupiter is going back into Pisces just for a few months. It's fine. We know Jupiter's in your sign right now. And I actually kind of like that. All right. For you, Aries. The reason why is because that's going into your 12th house of your subconscious. Basically, you're going really deep. So, especially with Mercury going into Scorpio as well this week, you may, for the next few weeks, have some things come up. Maybe you realize you have some secrets that need to be told. Maybe you hear secrets. Maybe you learn you have some hidden enemies. But regardless, Aries, we're going to dive deep. We're going to see what's going on for you October 24th to the 30th. What else did I say? Did I mention that I do traditional Celtic cross spread? Okay, yeah, I do that, and I use astrology and my guides, and I do that. I combine all of that just to bring a lot more clarity, get more specific with your reading. Now, let's go ahead and get started for you, Aries, Sun and Rising. So, Aries, listen, I'm not gonna lie. All of this activity in Scorpio is in your 8th house. The 8th house is pretty intense. Like, a lot happens in the 8th house, especially regarding, it really is like the end of things and transformation in layman's terms. But you may have some things come up with other people's money. All right. So anything money related that's not your salary. All right. So it could be attention around loans or debts or bonuses or commissions. But hey, listen, this is why we do tarot. We get to the bottom of it. All right. So Aries, this week, again, a very powerful week. And there are a couple squares that is happening. And it's just so much is happening this week. Let's just get to it. It looks like you are definitely moving in a direction that you want this transformation. Let's just keep it that way. All right. You did pull the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups is. I love that this, first of all, came out for you because that is an eclipse happening in the background, and we are in eclipse season, and there is a strong eclipse this week, okay? This is game-changing. This is you walking away from a situation, whether it was comfortable for you or whether it was not. Maybe could have been a little bit disappointing. You're moving forward, okay? You've been thinking about moving forward from a certain situation, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's, even maybe your relationship with, family or your parents, things like that. One other thing I'm going to mention too, because looking at your spread, I want you to know Mars is going to go retrograde on the 30th, okay? This is going to be for about 2 months. Now, Mars is in your 3rd house of communication, siblings, of even short distance travel. The main takeaway that I just want you to do is try not to launch new projects or services or something new during a Mars retrograde. We don't want to do that. All right. We want to avoid that. But I love that you are moving forward. Okay. I love this energy for you. And again, sometimes eclipses bring that. All right. So if you wanted it to move forward, the eclipse is just going to really just be that push, right? Listen, you did get the 7 of Wands in the heart of your spread. So you may be interesting. You may be just in a place where you're defending yourself, okay? I mean, this is all about standing your ground. It really is. You can see, and it comes after the Six of Wands, the card of victory and success. So, in some ways, it is you having felt like you've actually had to defend yourself in regarding some of your passions or ideas, or even work related with colleagues, or partners, or even just contracts, or whoever you're working with. Listen, and the reason why that happens is because sometimes, remember, Six of Wands is the card of victory, success. Sometimes when we have that victory or success, people get jealous and they come after us. But it looks like you really are in defense mode, and I get this, an exhaustion, a moment of it feels like you're exhausted. Okay. In more ways than one, especially with this Eight of Cups. And we are going to move up to your crown. And you see that you do have the Six of Swords, okay? And I love that this is in your crown, because to confirm the Eight of Cups, moving away from a situation, you're thinking about it too. And it feels like there's something that you were just like mentally not connecting with, and you just want to move forward. You want to move past it. You could have been in a fight. You could have been in just a very toxic environment. You could have been in some place that was not serving you well. And it's exactly what you want to do. And it's exactly what you should do. Now, listen, you did get the Knight of Pentacles in your challenge area. This card really is all about long-term commitments, sowing your seeds, seeing it through, having the patience, the commitment to just, the only horse out of the nicest, not even moving, right? And so, patience, listen, there is a lack of, I want you to know that, there's a part of you that you may feel restless. You may feel that even some of y'all may feel stubborn around a situation that's happening. Again, it's your defenses are up, okay? And so what I want you to know, with the Knight of Pentacles coming up in your challenge area, I want you to be able to do look at the long-term picture. Do look at these things. Think about the wealth in your life and what areas you want to distribute that to, and how you can help that grow. I don't want you to disconnect from that, all right? I don't want you to feel, even, not that I'm saying that, listen, I just want you to take more action, okay? I want you to take some action in moving forward, all right? It looks like there has been some moments that have just not been agreeable with you, but I do want you to look at the big picture, and I do want you to take action and not forget all that passion that you have. All right, Aries? Now, you did get the Page of Wands, so it's clear as day. Especially, remember, Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, Seven of Wands. It's clear as day. With the Page of Wands coming up in the root of your spread, you do want something new. All right, I call him the dreamer. The Page of Wands. Look at it. I love the Page of Wands. Who doesn't? And so it looks like you really just want something new. And here's the thing. He has the power to. The Page is the newbie in the royal court, all right? And this is new energy, all right? This is very, very brand new energy. Pages are actually very complex, but this one here, all about transformation. He just wants to transform, all right? Very transformative energy, and he wants to take his passion, ideas, especially new ones, okay? And just turn it into this blazing inferno of passion. Now you can see the landscape he's in, deserted, right? It's because he has that power, okay, to turn into this verdant landscape. And I love that. So Aries, listen, just hold on, all right? And don't forget to put a little bit action into the things that you want, but also let's look at the big picture. Because you did get the Eight of Pentacles, okay? And so the disconnect here is the Knight of Pentacles in your challenge area and the Eight of Pentacles in your future. So the Eight of Pentacles, again, we're talking about long-term commitments. This man took, he removed himself from town, from the village, to work on his pentacles, okay? Laser focused, determined, talented, all right? He's in the process of building his legacy. This is you, all right? This is you. This is in your future. You see that castle in the back? Listen, Aries, you do you, and that's all yours, all right? Don't give up. Don't feel like, I don't want to use the term giving up, but hang in there and put some action into your purpose. Does that make sense? All right. So, Eight of Pentacles, again, listen, Pentacles are earthbound. It's all about money, wealth, but also our physical reality, our tangible realities. It looks like you, and this is why I don't have any concern for you, is because this came up in your future. So it looks like this is going to be something that you're going to be thinking about soon, especially, as I said, Jupiter is going back into Pisces. That is your 12th house of the subconscious. You're going to be back in your head, and then Jupiter goes back into your sign in January. Well, end of December, but listen, you have January to May 2023, the best year in the past 12 years. All right. So you're going to see things start blossoming around then. All right. There's, I'm not, this is going to be a very intense week. I'm not going to lie, but as long as you keep your eyes on the prize, all right, and keep your heart open, all right, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But do you see the progression here? You are moving forward. All right. So I love that. All right. I love that for you. Now, Aries, let's get to your staff. Yeah, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. Feel free to leave comments. Really, really love that. And if you're not a commenter, my favorite emoji is the crazy face. So you don't have to write anything. Just put that crazy face emoji. I don't know why. I love that. You probably should leave it because everybody's gonna think that I'm crazy, but maybe I am. Who knows? And if you're a subscriber, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me every week. Now, Aries, we need to talk. All right, we're gonna talk about this. So, you did get the Knight of Swords. Love it. All right, so. I love that you got the Knight of Swords. I love that you got the Knight of Swords, especially with the Six of Swords in your crown, okay? So, Uhtred, son of Uhtred, from the Last Kingdom. I make this reference all the time. If you don't know who that is, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. All right, just a knight who's just charging forward. He's bold, he's courageous, able to make quick decisions. Like he's just wants to blaze on through. This is what you want, and especially out of this headspace. All right, there's a lot of things you're thinking about. You're in a huge transformational stage actually, but remember, big picture, all right? Long term. Think long term. Think about what you want, what's going to serve you well, what's going to make you happy. Now, why I say serve you well is because you did get the devil, all right? You did get the devil in your external factors area. So it looks like there's going to be something that comes through that is going to be almost like a trap. All right. So this week, again, I told you this week is a very, very, very powerful week. Very powerful week. All right. Especially in your 8th house, the devil, our the shadow side, all the things that at the end of the day, it really is representing our vices, our addictions, our bad behaviors, our bad patterns. Listen, the devil coming in your external factors area is saying that there could possibly be something that comes up this week that's really not good for you, okay? Or you actually recognize that, all right? You recognize something that's not good for you, all right? Remember I said from the very beginning of this reading, you're moving, first of all that Scorpio activity, okay? Even Scorpio, like secrets and all that, especially around that eclipse, all right? And learning some things that may even, shock you. You're like, what? Right? But also you moving into your 12th house. And so, listen, this is a trap. Avoid the trap, all right? There may be also, because it looks like you're, again, I'm getting this moment of, like, exhaustion. A lot of, even mental exhaustion, but just from your spread, you could want to go back to old habits and old ways, and I encourage you not to, all right? So things that you may have moved on from, whether it is the cliche like drugs and alcohol when we think of addiction, right? But also just certain ways of thinking, bad patterns of thinking, the just having negative thoughts. Let's not go there, all right? And so the one thing I'm going to point out for you, Aries, you see that they're chained here, all right? They're chained to the devil in order to, you know, unchain themselves. They have to be aware of the chains. So have that awarity. By the way, I made up a word called awarity. It's a combination of clarity and awareness. All right. So sometimes I say it without whatever. Anyway, just have that awareness. And yeah, I look at that. Wow. Wow. So clarified judgment. All right. This does feel like you're moving in a direction. As long as you don't fall into this trap, you will have this moment of clarity. And some of y'all may, all right? Some of y'all may have this test, okay? Something comes up and you may have, be drawn to doing something that you're just like, oh, I know I shouldn't do this. But listen, you did get judgment, all right? This is the biggest moment of clarity, spiritual moment, almost like, look, you see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet here, and the dead are rising and the dead are gray. I mean, it really is wisdom. So when you hear the blowing of the trumpet, listen, that's just like a spiritual awakening, okay? And so I want you to remember that, all right? And so one other thing, I want you, and I talk about this all the time, the devil is really just kind of sucking the energy out of you. And what I said earlier about that feeling of just exhaustion that you've been going through, don't let it, all right? So whenever you feel a little exhausted, just remember, it's just seek that wisdom, whatever you need to do. I do feel that it is going to come for you, okay? So you're fine. You're fine. Just try not to fall into this trap. And yeah, a lot of it has to do with work, okay? A lot of it has to do with just everything that you've worked for to this point. That's why you're questioning it. That's why you're defending yourself, and that's why you feel exhausted. You did get the Seven of Pentacles, so it really, honestly, you're going to definitely rethink your career at some point, okay? You're going to be rethinking your career, and if it's not your career, just something you're passionate about, all right? You've definitely worked hard to get where you're at now, but now you're taking that pause, and I want you to take that pause. And again, remember, we're going back to your 12th house. All right. We're going back to your 12th house. So this is going to be a revelatory week for you. All right. Remember, and I don't want you to feel like you're being singled out here. Everyone is going to be going through. This is a really, really powerful week. Okay. Very powerful week. Now, you did get the Wheel of Fortune, so it does look like you are looking for that hope and luck. And when this comes up in this specific area of your spread, it just indicates that you're in a place where you're not really trusting yourself, and you really want like divine intervention to come in and, just save the day with luck and, all of that. But again, as I said earlier, you need to take a little bit of action moving forward, okay? And so, manifest the things that you want, all right? Don't lose sight of that, all right? But also remember, I said it's time to think long term as well. Now, you did get the Nine of Wands, all right, in your final outcome, okay? Listen, it's so clear that you are at the for this week. You will possibly feel like you've reached the end, or just so many things are happening where it's exhausting you. I mean, this is the most exhausted looking person. Look at him. Come on. Listen, 9, you're so close. I told you earlier just to hang in there. This is what, remember, I made this reference before. Think about 4th grade math class. When your teacher had that poster of the cat hanging from the tree, this is that card. Hang in there. Don't give up. You are so close. So close to the end of everything that you're going through. And yep, look, boom, Knight of Cups. Love it. All right? Hang in there, Aries. Hang in there. Knight of Cups. We know all about the Knight of Cups. Knight in shining armor. All right? This is our Prince Charming. So A lot of relationship energy here. A lot of y'all maybe actually entering new relationships, all right? And when I say relationships, I still get a very big career energy, like huge career energy. So we did have that. Not only did we have, oh gosh, my computer just went off, didn't it? All right, there we go. And Mercury's not even retrograde. We did have that major, 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 major full moon in your sign a few weeks ago, but we're still feeling the effect from, we're coming out of Libra season. We're still feeling that effect from that new moon in Libra that was in your seventh house. And so, yeah, just as I've been saying, don't give up, hang in there. You're getting you're about to come over all the stress and just feeling exhaustion, and the final outcome, the Knight of Cups, just getting back on that horse and pursuing the things that make you emotionally fulfilled. All right, whether it's career, whether it's love, you're getting back on that horse. So Aries, I love you so much. I love you so much. And listen, you've got this. All right. You've always got this. Aries, y'all are amazing. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like and subscribe. And I will see you next week. Thank you.